Three.
Hello, everyone out there. Here is Francisco and Jeremy to talk about cultural awareness. Hi, Francisco. How are you today?
Hi, Jeremy. How are you?
Fine, fine. I'm glad to see you here. We're gonna proceed to the main topic that it's
Yeah.
cultural awareness today in the podcast, talking with us. But we're gonna talk about three topics in specific. Can you show it,
Yeah,
Francisco?
of course.
The first one, cultural diversity, that it's gonna be a little think about what Francisco sees in this world, religion, how is complex and made the religion around all the world, and the third and the last one, racism, but not less important than the other ones. So we're gonna begin. I'm gonna let the microphone with Francisco and let's hear what he gonna say.
Thank you, dear Jeremy. Okay, our first topic is cultural diversity. And I want to start seeing some points about the cultural diversity. Diversity refers to the attributes that people use to compare themselves with respect to others. That person is different from me. We can see the diversity in many aspects, not only with the cultural. For example, with the animals, then we know that there exists a lot of animals in the world, different sizes, weight, height, and another example, the gastronomy in the world. So, what means cultural diversity? The phrase cultural diversity is also sometimes used to mean the variety of human societies or cultures in a specific region or in the world, as a diversity refers to the attributes that people use to confirm themselves with respect to others. That person is different from me. Okay, we can see that the cultural diversity is not accepted in all the world because we can see people from USA that they have a lot of cultural or people from around the world, and sometimes they don't accept these people. They don't accept the Hispanic guys, they don't accept the people from Asia, from USA, from Europe, for example. And this is something that sometimes is difficult for people to understand that the cultural diversity is not something that we have to be happy with this. We have to celebrate that we have cultural diversity because, for example, as seen in the image, we can see that people from Italy, from USA, from Brazil, that we can learn about a lot of cultures from around the world. We don't only have to think about our own culture. We have to know, but not only say that this is my culture and I don't take care about the others. So we have to celebrate our cultural diversity and know that it's very important to learn about the other cultures to be more aware with all this happening right now.
Um, Continuing with the topic of that, of the cultural diversity, we can say actually that the religion has a lot of diversity around of the world. Here in this diagram, we can see how it's going about the Christianism, the actually the Buddhism, Judaism, not religion, has a lot of things this map that can show us. But actually, something to we can see here is that the Christianism, yeah, the Christianism is being a lot of popularity in America. We can see in other continents of the world, it's going like the Islam or the Buddhism. We can continue talking about some aspects about the religion. We can see that the most professed religion in the world is the Christianism. How that like the way we see it in the map. Something that I can talk about or I want to talk about. It's about the conflict between Israel and Palestine that began in 1948. How we can know how is sadly in the news. Um, they are continuously fighting year at year. The religion for me is always a hard topic to talk about, and I think it's a hard topic to the most people. But I think that is something important to know as a general culture. Because even if this part, like the things in who believes or something like that, part of the person doesn't change nothing about him, it's good to know in what beliefs the person you're talking to. I'm making a little point or a little aspect about this Palestine and Israel conflict. I always had this question that how did the conflict start? Well, reading a little bit in some side of the web, we can see that the British mandate of Palestine ruled between 1920 and 1948. So, encouraged by the anti-Semitism suffered by Jews in Hebrew at the beginning of the 20th century, it took the strength of the Zionist movement, which sought to establish a state for the Jews. In my opinion, what I can say is that religion has a lot of good aspects in our day and day, has a lot of important values and aspects that every single human need to have, but actually has his bad part, has like we can see in this conflict. Because in a lot of countries like this actually are bad conflicts with a lot of innocent people involved. And actually all of this talking about their religion and all that is subjective. Because for me maybe it's the truth, but maybe for Francisco it isn't. So we gotta respect all the thoughts about the people it's around us, and always talk with seriously and respect of the point of view. We can continue.
Our last topic, racism must stop. I want to start saying the meaning of the racism because some people don't know at all what mean racism. The racism is the belief that groups of humans possess different behavioral traits corresponding to physical appearance and can be divided based on the superiority of one race over another. And we can see right now how the racism is trending topic right now in all the social media and news. Giving some examples like as in USA, that what is happening with all the police and the black people from USA that are Afro-American. We know that there are right now there is a very big problem right now with this with the racism because some people don't want to have people from another countries in their country because I don't know what they are racism as in the meaning that they feel superiority from these guys and they think that they can say anything about them and they can give some bad opinions about these guys, this population. And also, a few days ago, I watched an interview about an activist from Black Lives Matter, and he said that how you want to forgive, how you want us to forgive all 400 of years of slaves. And that's true that the black people have to have don't they don't have to deserve this trade from the white people. Also, right now, in the when everything is in peace right now, but there is something that we have to change right now because there is not all that years that when the people used to be owners from slaves. That's finished right now. But also, we are just looking for USA, the uh, a country that is in the focus of everyone right now. But the racism does exist in another countries. For example, right now in this image, we can see that there is not only a black hand, there is brown and red hands right now here. For example, the brown hands represent many the Latin America, from the Mexican people from the center of America, from Honduras, Salvador, and also there, for example, in another countries exist the racism between in the same country as in, for example, in Pakistan, in Afghanistan, also in Asia. This is a very big problem with the racism because For example, the people in Korea also, there is a very big problem right now between these countries. But what I'm going to give you right now is that the racism is a very big problem right now. It must stop. And we have to look at all the world, not only in a little space of the world. We have to stop this and we don't can continue doing these bad activities.
For conclusion of this little talking with Francisco and exposing these topics, well, we can say that the world has a lot of different things around himself. The important point here is always respect all the points of view that every single person has has about the way he lives, the way he does his faith, in the case of the religion, and the way he wants to live, in case of cultural diversity. The only thing that we can accept is the risk. We can keep thinking about it's good or thinking about it's normal. It shouldn't be normalized. Think your superiority because you're skin. That must stop. For us, that the message that we want to let you know that is that every person has a right to live the way he wants.
Okay,
That's
Jeremy.
all the things, the most important stuff that we're talking right now. Francisco, I don't know if you want to say something.
No, you say everything, Jeremy. We have to start with all these bad, how to say, activities, behaviors. So I just want to give the message that we have to be more cultural awareness about all these topics. And we are not only people from USA, people from Mexico. We are humans, and we have to learn. We have to know that every day. So that's what my conclusion. Thank you everyone for listening us, and thank you, and see you the next time. See you.
See you the next time.